John Calipari told me, talking about Jeff Robinson, who just made that last basket heading to Memphis, he said, Jimmy, I hope Jeff Robinson next year can replace the point production of Jeremy Hunt. Because you look at that Memphis ball club right now, Lab, for next year, Jeremy Hunt, the only guy that Memphis has to replace. In my eyes, Memphis could very well start next year one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the nation preseason.
Well, Coach Calipari dominating Conference USA the way Jerry Tarkanian's teams used to dominate out west in the PCAA. Yeah. That's a real advantage.
Timeout on the floor. When we come back, Donte Greene will go to the free throw line. Welcome back, everyone, to New York City in the 2007 Jordan Brand All-American Classic. Well, it wouldn't be a game here at Madison Square Garden unless Spike Lee was in the house. He's standing by with Heather.
Certainly Spike Lee, a staple courtside here at the Garden. And Spike, your relationship with Michael Jordan goes way back to the first Air Jordan commercial. How has that relationship evolved?
Like the 3rd year.
Okay.
I did a film called She's Gonna Have It. The character I played in the film was Mars Black. Mars Black wore Jordan, loved Michael Jordan. And Nike's advertised AT saw it, so they got the idea to put Mike and myself together.
Last night you spent some time with the players. They told me you definitely inspired them. What were you able to share with them?
I really just wanted to tell them they really need to know their history. They should really do the research and just learn about people who built the foundation before, you know, it just didn't happen when you got here.
Certainly some great advice for everybody. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the game.
All right. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heather. Well, the great Spike Lee in the house watching these great high school basketball players who are be the stars of tomorrow here at Madison Square Garden. And one of the guys who's been the star this week of this entire event has been Donte Greene. Everyone to a man has said he has stood out. He's off to Syracuse next year to play for Jim Boeheim.
He's got a little Hakeem Warwick in his game, a former.
Nice look from him, huh?
Chandler Parsons, soon to be Florida Gator, with the reverse.
I like the length of Parsons at 6'8", 6'9". Billy Donovan got a lot of mileage out of Corey Brewer at that same position at 6'8" or 6'9". Can be a wild card guy, Lab, because of his height across that front line at that small forward spot.
Great take by Freeman off the bounce there. Going at the right pace, navigating, the kiss off the glass. No, I agree. I think both of Billy Donovan's recruits this year fit his system. He's always attacked the three-point line. Obviously a disciple of Rick Pitino, who did the same, has had great success. And so the ability of Parsons to make shots from distance is going to stretch defense and open up the draw and kick game, create better spacing down low for the big Gators to have the time and room to operate.
Interesting, the two of the 3 unsigned kids on the floor tonight. The short list includes those Florida Gators, and well, that's what that back-to-back national championship does for you, doesn't it? Keeps you involved late to the final hour when the best ones are still out there.
Gary Johnson, his first bucket of the game. He will play for Rick Barnes next year down in Austin, Texas.
Boy, and Rick Barnes loves that guy. Talked to Rick earlier this week. So you see a 3-point shot by Donte Greene going to Syracuse, but Rick Barnes told me about Gary Johnson. A power guy around the rim is exactly what we need. He pulls it from about 15 and gets it to not drop. Did everything but drop. But Rick Barnes told me, he said, Jimmy, every coach in the country wants to coach a guy like this because of what he does. He's a sponge, and he's tough around that rim, just a power guy that knows his strength. Boom, is that kind of play right there.
Well, it's going to get opponents into foul trouble as well, because he likes to put the ball on the deck and, as you said, aggressively attack the iron, likes to chew the wrought iron.
Not sure if his size at 6'7", 220 will equate to being an elite guy, Eric, on the college level, but he will be a really, really good college basketball player. Kind of a P.J. Tucker type kid that Rick Barnes had there for several years in Austin.
The professors down in Texas will be happy to get him. He's a 3.6 student. Misses a couple of free throws. Nick Calaitis, backdoor cut, and the pace a little bit too strong, trying to get it to Chris Wright.
Now, that's one thing I've seen out of Calaitis on film and in practice yesterday. He's 6'5" at the point, can be a little loose with that basketball as a passer, and a little loose sometimes with that dribble. He better tighten that thing up before he gets in that SEC.
Two-time Florida Mr. Basketball is Calaitis. This is Austin Freeman up high over to Jay Lucas. Lucas, like his father, a very good tennis player. Said he was a nationally ranked player back when he was a younger kid. Well, Sunday Night Baseball continues on ESPN as Daisuke Matsuzaka gets his first taste of one of the most storied rivalries in the majors when the Yankees visit Fenway for Game 3 of their series against the Red Sox. Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell on ESPN at 8 Eastern Time. It's available in high definition on ESPN HD. Johnson this time hits the free throw. Get one more. Numbers very good for Gary Johnson. Kid out of Houston, Texas.
Last year at this same point of the month of April, we were here watching Kevin Durant, who went on to Texas and just lit up everyone's world this year in the collegiate game. And now Gary Johnson also playing in this same Jordan Brand Classic. Will be heading to Austin as well. Certainly not a Kevin Durant, but a really good player.
When you look at the rosters of both these teams, outstanding personnel, clearly some stars, not only in the college level, but someday in the NBA. But there aren't the outstanding players like an Oden or Durant who had the ability to come in and dominate because of their size and skill. And obviously Oden, the difference with the Buckeyes making the championship game, and Durant, we haven't seen anything like it, shattering records across the board offensively.
2007 Jordan Brand All-American Classic. The first half here at Madison Square Garden, alongside Steve Lavin, Jimmy Dykes, and Heather Cox. I'm Eric Collins. And we got a bucket here. Jared Bayless showing off that good stroke. Kid out of Phoenix, Arizona, who will play in Tucson. The Wildcats of Arizona. And quickly a two the other way. Strong finish at the rim. That man with that power, Chris Wright, again with the dunk.
Long and lean. Reminds me, I told Jimmy yesterday, a lot of Jerron Rush, a player out of Kansas who played for us at UCLA for a couple years. Brother Kareem and Brandon Rush have gone on to have good careers as well. Brandon obviously at Kansas and Kareem at Missouri, but similar to Jerron, he has that length, the ability to get out in the open court and finish, an explosive player, and as he continues to develop his overall offensive skill set, I think he has tremendous upside.
And you know what he gets to do by going to Dayton? Again, the only non-BCS guy in this game, Chris Wright, going to the Dayton Flyers. He's a non-BCS label going to Dayton, but he's a big-time talent. What he won't be allowed to do at Dayton, guys, is play through mistakes. If he goes to an elite level program like a Duke or a Carolina or a Florida, maybe he doesn't get to play those 30, 35 minutes a game next year like he will get to do at Dayton. He chose to stay at home.
I may have to respectfully disagree with you. I think he can get some minutes anywhere in the country.
Yeah, but not 30 or 35, maybe like he's going to do at Dayton. Maybe he would.
We'll disagree without being disagreeable, as Coach Wooden likes to say. I think that kid could start in about 90% of the BCS power conferences.
Eric Gordon calling for that last foul, reaching in on Jared Bayless, and Bayless will go back to the free throw line.
It's good to have a little healthy debate.
He is a sponge. You want to debate about him being a sponge? He's a sponge. We agree on that?
He likes to learn.
He likes to learn. All right.
Bayless, a two-time Arizona Player of the Year, four-time All-State performer. That's hard to do. He's got 6 points, looking for number 7.
I talked about he and the Singler kid going to Duke, playing one-on-one this afternoon, and it was a heated game for about 15 minutes. Everyone in the Garden was watching those two guys go at it, and that sent a message to me, Lav. Bayless and Singler may be the two most competitive guys on the floor tonight. They showed it to me around noon today, that the way they went at it one-on-one when everyone else stood around and watched.
That was a lot of fun.
It was.
That competitiveness. And got a little bit edgy, a little spicy, but that's a good sign.
Derrick Rose out of Chicago throws the ball out of bounds, looking for his good buddy Eric Gordon. Rose with back-to-back state championships in the land of Lincoln, and for Simeon Vocational High School, Chicago's public league. Kalen Lucas, left point guard, gets the rebound, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
One of the good signs when you look at these rosters is the pattern that runs through of success. These players are not only outstanding talents, but they've helped their teams win state championships. Kyle Singler won the Oregon State Championship. Matter of fact, against Kevin Love, the championship game was played in Mack Court, one of the great venerable arenas in all of college basketball. So that's a positive. These kids are going to programs and they bring with them a mindset for winning.
Sure. And look at this kid right here, Kalen Lucas out of St. Mary's Prep and going to Michigan State.